Hi, it's Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book on tape to play for you. Today book is Follow the Drinking Gourd for 1988. So let's get started.
Welcome to the Trumpet Club's Books on Tape series, Books Out Loud. The name of this book is Follow the Drinking Gourd, story and pictures by Jeanette Winter. The drinking gourd is the Big Dipper, which points to the North Star. If you want to follow along in your book, this signal will help you. When you hear it, turn the page.
Long ago, before the Civil War, there was an old sailor called Peg Leg Joe who did what he could to help free the slaves. Joe had a plan. He'd use hammer and nail and saw and work for the master, the man who owned slaves on the cotton plantation. Joe had a plan. At night, when work was done, he'd teach the slaves a song that secretly told the way to freedom. Just follow the drinking gourd, it said. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. When the song was learned and sung all day, Peg-Leg Joe would slip away to work for another master and teach the song again. One day, a slave called Molly saw her man James sold to another master. James would be taken away, their family torn apart. Oh, just one more night together. A quail called in the trees that night. Molly and James remembered Joe's song. They sang it low. When the sun comes back and the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd, for the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd. They looked to the sky and saw the stars. Taking their little son Isaiah, old Hattie, and her grandson George, Molly and James set out for freedom that very night, following the stars of the drinking gourd. They ran all night through the fields till they crossed the stream to the woods. When daylight came, they hid in the trees, watching, listening for the master's hounds set loose to find them. But the dogs lost the runaways' scent at the stream, and Molly and James and Isaiah, old Hattie and young George were not found. They hid all day in the woods. At night, they walked again, singing Joe's song and looking for the signs that marked the trail. The riverbank makes a very good road. The dead trees will show you the way. Left foot, peg barefoot traveling on, follow the drinking gourd. Walking by night, sleeping by day. For weeks they traveled on, sometimes berries to pick and corn to snatch, sometimes fish to catch, sometimes empty bellies to sleep on, sometimes no stars to guide the way. They never knew what lay ahead. There was danger from men who would send them back, and danger from hungry beasts. But sometimes a kind deed was done. One day, as they hid in a thicket, a boy from a farm found them. In a bag of feed for the hogs in the wood, he brought bacon and cornbread to share. Singing low, they traveled on. The river ends between two hills. Follow the drinking gourd. There's another river on the other side. Follow the drinking gourd. On and on they followed the trail to the river's end. From the top of the hill, they saw the new path. Another river beneath the stars to lead them to freedom land. The drinking gourd led them on. The song was almost done. When the great big river meets the little river, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd. Then they climbed the last hill. Down below was Peg-Leg Joe waiting at the wide Ohio River to carry them across. Their spirits rose when they saw the old man. Molly and James and Isaiah, old Hattie and George ran to the shore. Under a starry sky, Joe rolled them across the wide Ohio River. He told them of hiding places where they would be safe. A path of houses stretched like a train on a secret track leading north to Canada. He called it the Underground Railroad. It carried riders to freedom. The first safe house stood on the hill. The lamp was lit, which meant it was safe to come. Ragged and weary, they waited while Joe signaled low with a hoot like an owl. Then the door opened wide to welcome the freedom travelers. They were rushed through the house to the barn, for the farmers knew there were slave catchers near. A trap door in the floor took them under the barn to hide till it was safe to move on. Then Peg-Leg Joe went back to the river to meet others who followed the drinking gourd. With danger still near, too close for ease, the farmer sent the 5 travelers on. He drew a map that showed the way north on the midnight road to the next safe house, just over 2 hills. This time, James called the signal, a hoot like an owl, that opened the door to a Quaker farm. The travelers were led to a secret room hidden behind shelves. They rested here for many days and healed their wounds. Soft beds, full meals, new clothes, hot baths washed away some fear and pain. Isaiah smiled. When they were strong, they traveled again from house to house on the underground trail, still following the drinking gourd north. Sometimes they traveled on foot, sometimes by cart. The wagon they rode near their journey's end carried fruit to market and the runaways to freedom. At last they came to the shores of Lake Erie. Molly and James and Isaiah, old Hattie and young George climbed aboard the steamship that would carry them across to Canada, to freedom. 5 more souls are safe, old Hattie cried. The sun shone bright when they stepped on land. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd. Oh, follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd. They had followed the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd.
Now go to the end of the tape, then turn the tape over to hear the other side. Hi, boys and girls. My name is Joni, and this is my friend George.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? We hope you enjoyed listening to the story and song on the other side of this cassette. On this side, we're going to sing some more songs that the slaves used to sing.
George, do you have any ancestors who were slaves?
Sure. In the West Indies, man, Jamaica. How about you, Joni?
I don't really know much about my family, but I have an Aunt Marie who lives down south. She's 90 years old, and I'll bet she knows a lot of stories about what our family was like way back when. She might even know stories about slave times.
Why don't you give her a call?
Good idea.
Hello?
Aunt Marie? Hi, this is Joni.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes?
How are you?
What are you all doing busy?
Hi. Yeah, it's been a busy day. You know, I was thinking about you today, Aunt Marie. And you know what I wanted to find out? Were any members of our family slaves?
Were any of them slaves?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that Grandpa Garnes was in slavery, and my father was born in slavery.
Did he tell you anything about it?
He had a good slave master. My father had a very good slave master. I remember that. They had advantages. They did go to school, but my Grandpa Garnes didn't get any education while he was, in slavery.
Right.
And he had the opposite of the slave master that my father had.
Mm-hmm.
His slave master, they beat him over the head, they beat him, they were cruel to him. So that is one of the stories that he would tell. He would talk to us about what they went through with
Mm-hmm.
at the breakfast table or at a mealtime. we would listen to what he said about slavery.
So whenever you'd sit down to eat, he would tell you stories about what
The
happened?
story about slavery and how they lived and all. It was good. And my position at the table with all of us, 12 or 14, was at my father's left. So I listened to everything my father talked about and remembered.
When you were sitting around the table with your father and the rest of the family, did you ever sing any songs?
Well, we would sing songs maybe around the fireplace. And when we worked in tobacco and was working at the barn, we would sing. All the voices came in, and we had a beautiful singing. And everybody working as hard as they could and was singing as hard as they were working.
And did you ever sing the song "The Drinking Gourd"?
I don't remember that one, but we had the drinking gourds.
Oh, you had drinking gourds?
Oh, that's all we had. At the church, when we took the church, we made our drinking gourds.
Well, what were they made out of?
They were gourds that grew.
Like squash?
Vegetables. You grew your gourds.
Oh.
They came from vines. You would take the insides out of the gourds, the seeds and all, and scrape it and get all that out and dry it out, and that became the official drinking cup.
Okay, Aunt Marie, what songs did you sing?
I don't think I can remember all the songs we sang, but there were many of them.
Did you ever sing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot"?
Yes, one of the main ones.
That was the main song?
Yeah, one of the main songs back in that time. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, coming to carry me
home. My ears are
So
open.
do you think this is going to help you?
Yes,
You're
so
fine.
much, Aunt Marie.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to have done this, and anytime I can do anything for you, let me know.
Okay.
I still have my memory, and I'll carry on with my memory.
All right. Thank you.
Plan to come down.
Okay, I certainly will.
Please do.
Okay, I will. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Wow, what a wonderful lady your Aunt Marie is.
Why, thank you, George.
Joni, why don't we listen to Swing Low, Sweet Chariot?
Oh, I'd love to.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm a coming too, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me.
You know, when the slaves sang that song, it had two meanings. You'd think it was about going to heaven, but the secret meaning was about going to freedom up in the north.
Just like the drinking gourd. That had a secret meaning, too.
Here's another song the slaves used to sing. It's based on a Bible story about the little shepherd boy, David, who killed powerful giant Goliath with his slingshot. No one believed David could do it, But he did, because he had courage and he knew that right was on his side.
And the second part of the story is about Joshua, who led his people to the promised land, the land where they could be free. And he never quit, in spite of many hardships, until they got there and the work was done.
Little David, play on your harp. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Little David, play on your harp. Hallelujah.
Little David, play on your harp. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Little David, play on your harp. Hallelujah.
David was a shepherd boy. He killed Goliath and shouted for joy.
David was a shepherd boy. He killed Goliath and shouted for joy.
Joshua was the son of Nun, right?
Right.
He never would quit till his work was done.
He never would quit till his work was done.
Little David, play on your harp.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Little David, play on your harp.
Hallelujah. Little David, play on your harp. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Little David, play on your harp. Hallelujah.
You know, when the slaves were brought over from Africa, they brought some African songs with them. One kind of African song that they used to sing in the fields had a leader singing one line and a group of singers repeating the line.
I remember a song like that. We used to sing it when I was a kid. Why don't we try it?
Boys and girls, why don't you be the followers and repeat the words you hear? And you can clap your hands as well.
Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
on roller skates.
on roller skates.
You roll right by
You roll right by
those pearly gates.
those pearly gates.
Oh, you can't get to heaven on roller skates. You roll right by those pearly gates. I ain't gonna dream, my Lord, no more. Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a motor car.
in a motor car.
A motor car
A motor car
won't go that far.
won't go that far.
Oh, you can't get to heaven in a motor car. A motor car won't go that far. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord, no more. Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a rocking chair.
in a rocking chair.
A rocking chair
A rocking chair
won't take you there.
take you there.
Oh, you can't get to heaven in a rocking chair. A rocking chair won't take you there. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord, no more. If you get to heaven
If you get to heaven
before I do,
before I do,
just dig a hole
just dig a hole
and pull me through.
and pull me through.
If you get to heaven before I do, just dig a hole and pull me through. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord, no more. 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 I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord, no more.
That song was fun.
Yes, it was. But it was also interesting hearing about slave times and the way things were a long time ago.
And boys and girls, if you happen to have an Aunt Marie, or a grandpa, or a grandma, a great-grandparent, or even a neighbor or friend, be sure to ask them a lot of questions about long ago. Or, as my Aunt Marie would say, about way back when.
And remember what they tell you, so you can tell your children, and they can tell their children, and the stories will go on forever and ever.
Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone needs you, Lord, kumbaya. Someone Someone needs you, Lord, kumbaya. Someone needs you, Lord, kumbaya. Oh, Lord, kumbaya. Someone loves you, Lord, kumbaya. Someone loves you, Lord, kumbaya. Someone loves you, Lord, kumbaya. Oh, Lord, kumbaya.
Okay, so that was Follow the Drinking Gourd from 1988, and the cassette tape was from 1992. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.